Hello, Gemini. This is your 2023 guidance and insight and predictions. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Now, 2023, I do see more money, more bonuses, and generally more activity, to be fair. Some knowledge is going to come to you quite early on in the year about maybe where you've been placing your energy in a less positive place or putting your choices in the hands of someone else. You'll be in a better position next year to break free of anything that you feel you've become responsible for through duty or just conditioning or just because you've been doing it so long. I just feel like you'll feel lighter, happier, more energized in yourself, and want to be more expansive. And it's like some things just will be less important than they have been for a long time. I just feel like 2023 is going to be a weight lifted for you. Things are just going to run smoother. Now, old communications from the past will be coming in thick and fast, so expect some unexpected visitors from people further away or from those that you haven't seen in a long while. I actually see someone just kind of appearing on your doorstep. Also, old work connections too. So if you were involved in anything maybe 4 or 5 years ago, even more, and we've got 12 for some of you, that you had to give up or you put on hold for a long time, or maybe you moved away. I do feel this could be a resurrection or a time when you think you want to get, put your hand back in and get going. There seems to be a whole new direction coming in with 2023. So whatever you have been doing in the last 4 years, and that is quite specific, I feel that things are about to change. Things will be calmer if you put yourself at the front of the queue, which sounds a bit weird because actually pushing to the front of the queue can be quite pushy in some ways, or it might require more force for yourself. However, I feel once you're there, you'll feel completely comfortable. You could get an opportunity in April or May time, which would take you to the higher ranks and lift you maybe 3 or 4 levels up than you'd expected. So if you're really enjoying your work, you're putting everything into, if you're for an employee, you've been doing everything to the best of your ability, expect some results around that time. More opportunities will open up in May anyway, some things that you may never have thought possible. So, if it hasn't happened yet, it doesn't mean it never is going to happen. I do see more funds coming in that will enable you to let go and take more control of things. And for some of you, you may start building something from scratch. Again, this could be an impossibility in your eyes right now when you're listening and considering, how could we do that without the funds? And some things, unless you've got, 10 grand or, £1 million in your bank account, it isn't going to happen. The way that things have been in the madness of the climate change, the laws changing, Brexit, COVID, pandemics, you name it. Things have been really hit and miss, and things have changed all the time. And in some areas or aspects, things would have been an impossibility. It wouldn't be the right time. So, for instance, you may not want to make a move because of house prices going up, interest rates going up. I know, particularly in England, everything has got very, very expensive. So, getting on the housing ladder or starting a new business and getting a loan might seem like an impossibility. Even renting has become, a difficulty or a challenge right now, because people are selling up as quickly as they can because of the drop in house prices. And it will continue to fall, I think, until about April, and then they'll start going on the rise again. So again, don't lose faith. If you haven't had an offer yet or something hasn't been completed, or the things haven't got through past the negotiation stage. I know that seems a long time from now, as I'm doing this in December. If you're listening in December, it still might be another 4 months, but I'm just being told that this is a grazing period. This is a time where you can slow down and analyse things and put things in the best position. Consider it like a bit of a game of chess where you have to really look at the best tactics to win. And it is about skill and about foresight, I suppose, and knowledge that you've learned in the past of when to act. They're kind of saying wait to play your trump card. Don't be concerned that you'll miss out, because sometimes that's how we feel. Mid-January onwards, things are going to pick up anyway, because we'll be out of the retrogrades and things will just get lighter and lighter. You'll realise how slow it's been when you get to about the 22nd of January. Now, I do see a lot of communication turning things around, stuff coming out of the blue. There may be, again, a resurrection of your skills, something that has been laying dormant, or, you thought was finished, you thought a door was closed. Don't be surprised if it comes up again. I'm seeing September a really great month for travel, something unexpected coming up for some of you, and a lot of creative measures being put into place and plans unfolding. Again, I'm seeing building work, things being constructed, that kind of stuff. It feels like you can physically start doing things that, you haven't been able to do, or you've been too pressured, you've been under too much pressure to do so. There may be a parting of the ways, or a change, a shift in energy between somebody, you and somebody where you feel like you're being ignored or pushed out. I'm getting August time for this. And this will be a time to just kind of let it go, really. Just see it as an opportunity to play. Now, this could be that you feel, maybe you didn't get a job, and you were snubbed, or you were overlooked, or you weren't picked in your job to take on a new project, or or be part of a team. Maybe you weren't picked into a team in general, maybe a football team, or some other kind of team, quiz team even, or you've been overlooked, or somebody stopped talking to you, or you can't get through. It's almost like I'm seeing somebody like being cut off, it's like you're literally cut off and you're like, why have I been cut off? This is happening so you have more time to play. So I don't think this is necessarily a falling out. I think this is just somebody going quiet, or you finding a period of time where you can't get through. But Spirit is saying, don't push, just go and have some fun, because this will be your time out and things will get busy later. Look further for fulfillment, look to your highest levels possible, and trust in Spirit will help create things and new pathways for you to follow. There is going to be a specific recipe that you'll put together during 2023 where you kind of know when to trust and not to trust, or when you know when to take a chance. It's like you're going to really start listening to your gut feelings and feeling quite strong with that. There is an opportunity to cross into something completely different next year, and if you've got a dream and you want to, it's something you've been considering for a long time, then Spirit is saying do whatever it takes to get there, even if that means doing more study, or that you've got to do some training beforehand. This celebration around Virgo energy, big celebrations, and a celebration of overcoming a challenge. So anybody in your family that might be a Virgo, or somebody you may very well be part of a celebration where things have been really, really difficult. Just watch stress about and focusing on how someone's done you wrong, or things haven't worked out. I just feel like you're being freed up somehow so that you can focus more on yourself, and that some of these people that have been released from you are meant to, because they're not part of what's coming, or they're not going to be helpful to what's coming. And it's also because you're changing and transforming. Emotionally, you're going to really kind of see fate working its magic, and you're just going to start trusting in that way. I think if you're not already on a spiritual path, I think many of you will start going more towards that and practicing that. There will be one big change in the summer next year, which will be a mighty shift for you. You'll be gathering in a lot more information, but something will completely overturn. Now, this could be new love coming in that just changes your life. It could be, again, a massive move. It could be an earthquake, I don't know. But it just feels like something is going to be knocked out of orbit almost. It releases something in you emotionally too, into more trust. And I think even from that could be the move for some of you to go into a more spiritual field. So I hope this has helped. Please do check out my new book, the 2023 Secrets Revealed. It's on Amazon. If you just put that into the title bar, you will find it, and put my name. There is an online version and a hard copy. The hard copy's actually got the diary and agenda in, so that might be more useful. Also, it's got all the retrogrades and the full moons and things like that. There's also other books on there. And if you check out my website, www.saraperry.me, you will discover some special offers on until around the 6th of January. But just to keep checking, because they keep changing all the time. And if you'd like a regular reading, then maybe look at the subscriptions, as they are very, very cost effective and useful if you are going through a particular period in your life where you need some guidance. So take care, lots of love, and good luck for 2023. Bye for now.